At one time, Google's unofficial motto was "Don't be evil." But unfortunately, that seems to be the case with PIA. They used to potentially not be evil. And now we have a situation with PIA that might bring into question why you might not want to look at them as your VPN provider. PIA is also a great example of why you must be diligent and continue to research and follow up on your VPN of choice if you are serious about preserving your rights and your data. I am TheGrayingTech. I am a gaming insider, and if you would like to learn how to improve your gaming performance, start now by clicking that subscribe button. Today, we're taking a look at PIA. Again, that's Private Internet Access, and this is a multi-part VPN series about how VPNs impact your gaming performance. Private Internet Access has numerous servers worldwide. They also use some of the latest protocols, including WireGuard, in order to increase your overall performance and speed. It doesn't store logs locally most of the time. We'll get to that next. And it allows you to have up to 10 devices simultaneously connected to the subscription that you have subscribed to, which means you can have multiple devices paired as long as only 10 of them are simultaneously connected. Not a bad deal considering the price. However, there are cons with the PIA service. First con, they do support routers, but only in the Open VPN standard. You cannot use WireGuard, and they are based in the United States, which makes them subject to the 14I agreements, potentially causing an issue with your privacy. So let's see how they do on our VPN criterion. Our list of 6 items that you must consider for any VPN where PIA does run into trouble. First off, can you trust them? There doesn't appear to be anything that is off-putting about PIA. They do pass the initial sniff test when you evaluate their website, the information, the reviews that they have gotten. Everything does seem to be above board. Do they have conflicts of interest? Well, this is where things get a little sketchy with PIA, which brings up a lot of my concerns. There's some accusations that the company that acquired them is associated with adware and malware, and potentially even with government intelligence agencies. I do have to call into question their executive team. You see, PIA brought on board an executive leader who has been found guilty of committing financial fraud. This, to me, significantly calls into question whether or not PIA is taking your privacy, your security, and your data seriously. As I also mentioned, PIA is located in the United States, which makes it subject to that 14 I's agreement. So if the company gets a subpoena or a warrant, they are obliged to comply. Now, they do post information about the subpoenas that they might have received or the warrants that they might have received, and are rather transparent about what is occurring, but this is something that you should take into consideration. The reason for that is WireGuard does leave traceable information behind on each of the nodes as your data is passing through it. So your information could wind up in the hands of the government agencies that are part of the 14 I's agreement. PIA has also not been independently audited. Now again, they have provided transparency and they have provided a wealth of documentation online, but that is not the same as independent auditing. On the plus side though, speed is great. The WireGuard protocol is certainly a very fast protocol, enabling super fast speeds, low pings, great lag resistance, and ultimately their overall service is very compelling. The price to performance to device ratio is outstanding. But again, this is why this is the last item that you should consider when you're looking at a VPN. The other elements on this list simply make it hard to say that yes, you should consider PIA. So am I being too harsh on PIA? Is this a case of forgive and forget, or fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me? Comment below on what you think about PIA, these potential conflicts of interest, and tell me if you would trust them as your VPN provider. So PIA certainly has a lot of benefits, but I bet there are other VPNs out there that could provide as best of speed and potentially avoid the conflict of interest, which is exactly what ExpressVPN has done. Often rated the #1 VPN provider for the average user. But how does that actually pertain to you, the gamer? Is ExpressVPN a VPN service that the gamer is going to enjoy using? Find out by clicking that video.